Well, here's a shovel, I guess. A plastic shovel's in the ground. Pick it up? Sure, why not? I got a plastic shovel. I think that's a typo. Several words are engraved in the carpet, though. Go to another door and find her name. I'm just scratching my head. What? Find another door. Get her name back or something? Huh? Hey? Eh? What does that mean? Well, we saw the shadow go in here, so I guess we should go in there. We need a chair again. I guess we have to go back to the White Forest, maybe? It said that the voice said, like, to use... I mean, I don't know if to use the shovel, but, like, keep the forest safe or something? I'm not entirely sure. Well, I guess we'll try to do what they want. I'm assuming we have to go back. Find her name. I'm assuming you're supposed to use the shovel for something. I'm not sure what, though. I'm trying to think back in the forest. What would we use it for? I don't know. I'm assuming we need to do this. I mean, the game kind of hinted us to do this because we saw the shadow go inside the mirror. So... Alright. Oh. Okay, well thanks for the instructions. Weird shadow creatures. Mom's key? Okay, okay. That's what they mean. Go on the other side. Okay, well it gave us no context, you know, for the shovel and all that. But I guess, yeah, that's what they meant. Like, go on the other side, use the other door on the other side, which is where you would use the key on. Interesting. Could you have used the key before? I wonder. But anyway. Hello? Squatting adult. Squatting child. Botany. Sure, I will use the shovel. What happens now, though? Numbers. Alright. Well, let me write that down. Let's see. Because I have some previous numbers, but I don't know what that relates to in that case. I'll write down specifically plant. 215199. You know what? Because I also have another number is 851216. That's very early on in the game. I saw that in a cutscene. But anyway, this is Mom's favorite flower. Mom named you after this flower. Oh, okay, this is Mom speaking. Mom hopes you can be as strong, optimistic, and happy forever as it is. Oh, so that's a real name? Because we never got a real name, I guess. What do you use that code on? I don't know. Oh. It's not very nice. Now it's trying to eat us. Good. Can we leave, please? I'd like to leave. I'd like to not get eaten. I'm assuming I'll walk around these things? I'm not sure. Yeah. A. W. QTEs. Okay. Good. Oh, how do I go through all this? Freaking like Dark Souls swamp. Z, I think? S is really testing my typing skills. Well, I'm not really in that, you know, position to type though. Oh my... Kidding me? Can't do that. That's such a dirty trick. Come on. Alright. Don't go there. A, W, S, E. RPG Maker typing game. I mean, I played typing games before, actually. I think there was an indie game that I played that's all about typing. It's pretty fun. I actually like the idea. I wouldn't say I'm the best typer ever, but I think I'm pretty good, you know? I like actually getting faster with typing and all that. Oh. I'm like scared now, I don't know. Is he gonna trick me again? Yep. Which way do I go then? I mean, what the heck? Where do I go? Hello? AS? Oh, I gotta push it. Eh, eh. Okay. And so we're crow there. Caw. Would that save me? I mean, the crow is often symbolic of the actual, demon, but that crow seems to save me. Maybe there's a difference between the demon and the crow. Well, here we are again. All right. I mean, here's the box, by the way, with the code. It just automatic, I guess, and it just lets us use it, I guess. I guess sure, why not? Dum da dum da dum da dum. Mom is going out. You should stay at home well. Don't run outside. Oh. Okay, Mom. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Please come back early. Yes, I will. Well, Mama has to go to work. You really will come back early? Yeah, I promise. You should stay at home well. I won't go out this time. Definitely not. So weird. What did you do? It seems that you made her recall the memories that she shouldn't have. But it's okay. This is still under my control. I have solutions. Yes. Oop. Oop. Yeah. Oop. Not again. Eh, eh, eh. Go to the refrigerator and take the cakes. Hey! Okay, let's take cakes. No? We have no choice, help! I don't want to do it again, but... Well, I wonder, is there like a way to enter more codes? No. The thing is gone now. The box is gone. Because I do have more codes to put in, but... I mean... Do we have a choice? This picture is the same, I assume. Yep. Can't go over here. Same as always. I don't know. I don't know if the game is gonna be like exactly the same now. I guess we'll see. It seems to be just repeating again. I plan to wait for Mom coming back and eating together. Okay, well that's slightly different. But now, happy birthday to you. For you. Wow. Thank. What? You just like threw the cake in his face. Ah. Yeah. Delicious. No. Thanks for your cake. Hey. You're really troublesome, lady. It can be used again, so force you to play until the ending. The game is over. No. Go. Go. And this thing again. Is there a different choice here, I wonder? Not sure. What a sudden stop. Damn it. That man is struggling. Those trees are being... Give me those crows quickly. No. I don't want. I don't want. We'll never give it to you. Again, we learned that in the original time loops, because at the beginning it was like its own little story as well, where all the characters that we meet are also part of our own soul, right? So technically, when you say no, it's because we're saying no, I guess. All right. Well, what's this now? Chair. I guess we use the chair. We also see the red hair guy. It was like, ah, run away. Weird. Okay, and this thing is happening again, where we see like multiple versions of the time loop all happening at the same time. Once again. Bites the dust, though. I mean, sort of, I guess. It's it's like time loop, you know. Can I not? Okay, well I can't. It's no use. You're not her now. Hmm. Well, I guess we just continue onwards. Yeah, it's a drawing. Go here, and you know things happen. It's like oh, and being chased by the red hair guy. That's new. That hasn't happened before. But don't be afraid. Come out now. Well, go to the kitchen. Take the gun. You go in here? No, guess not. Are they 8 on the painting? Well, the 8 are. It's not really 8, I assume. It's the infinity symbol, right? That's always been there. Well, sometimes it changes, actually. But in the beginning of the game, that's what it always was. Again, I don't know if you missed it, but this is basically the repeat of the beginning of the game, sort of. Slight changes, though. And I took the backup key. Grab the gun. There's a note. In the same way, yeah. Again, this is a repeat. If you never watched the beginning, this might be confusing, I guess, but this is just, I've already done most of this. There's some, again, slight differences, mainly the drawings, though. I haven't seen those drawings before. Anyway. Go over here. You joined during the tree sacrifice scene? I don't remember, well, I don't really remember which scene that is now. But anyway. Oh, it's like, boop, and then he keeps running. There's no blood this time. Seems. He just keeps running. Very strong kid. That's technically us, by the way. Mom, help me! And oh. Mom's coming. Fortunately, I felt something wrong. I came back early. Persia, how are you? Are you hurt? Okay, that's her name, by the way. Persia? Okay. Don't be afraid. Mom's here. It's okay. Come on, hold my hand. Let's go. It's not safe here now. Alright. Oh, and we're controlling the mom now. Alright. Oh. So yeah, I mean, during that night, we did see a scene regarding that, where I guess the guy killed the kid. I guess the drawings... Okay, I guess the drawings were what really happened, you know? I mean, obviously the little loops are like in her soul, but the reality of what really happened on that day, I guess, was when that red hair uncle was, you know, we try to like get over the fence, but then he saw us and then he chased after us and then, you know, shoot us and everything, and we got killed falling off the balcony. Very similar to how we killed the kid every loop, right? I guess that's what that meant. Weird. That's a flower, by the way. It's a flower now. Painting I love. We'll go back to that later. For now, we'll just leave. Why don't you obey me? I created you, Crow. Why did you help her? Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Rush B! He missed. No! Don't shoot her! Shoot me if you must! Mom, no! No. And there's this guy now. Okay, it's too many layers. Eh? Don't kill her. Hand over. Police! Don't move! Put your hands up. You hear me? It's a lot of shooting. I guess we live in America. Okay. Yeah, he just disappeared. Disappeared. How can this be? He just stood there. Is he really as the rumor said? Disappeared like a ghost. Come and go freely. I don't believe in these superstitious legends. He definitely used some special technique to escape. It's all, it's all smoke and mirrors. He shouldn't have escaped far away. We should search the neighborhood right now. Can't let him escape. Agreed. I search the east. Okay, to the west. You go to the north. Okay. Roger. Roger, roger. I'll take the mother and daughter back to the police station first. Come over to support you. All right, take your actions or whatever. No, again. Sometimes I like take some liberties on how I read dialogue because of how rough the translations are. Mom. Don't be afraid, the police are there. Now we're safe. We'll be home soon. N. E-N? Not sure if that's like meant to be like a grunt or like an actual word. Because it was mentioned before En-ma. I'm not sure if En-ma is like a real word. It's like translated weirdly. Anyway. This is the room Mom lived in as a child. You can sleep here tonight. What's the matter, Percy? Are you still afraid? How about Mom sleeping with you tonight? I can sleep alone? No, I can sleep alone. Mom is so happy. Xiaobo grows up. Xiaobo? Suddenly, I mean, it is, again, the native language for this game is Chinese. Xiaobo. Xiaobo? Alright, if you have anything, you can find me in the next room. Don't worry, the police will definitely catch that killer. I don't know about that. And... oh, it's getting late. Go to bed quickly. Mom's going back to the next room. Good night, Mom. Good night, baby. Baby. I'm assuming En-ma. I think En-ma is just meant to be mother. You know, maybe it's like a Mandarin for like mom or something. I'm not sure. En-ma? Mom? And Xiaobo. I don't know. Xiaobo, I think it's meant to be Persia. I don't know if that's her real name or nickname. I think Persia is like her given name though. So, anyway, whatever. Again, weird translation. Who are you? No, it's not just a mannequin. It's just a mannequin. This is a dummy in a white dress. He has no face. Looks a little scary though, in the shadow. Scary dummy. Then you open clothes and stuff. A floral fragrance. A shorthand had reached the number 10. It's 10 o'clock. Wow. She reads the analog clock faster than me. Pink cosmos, the mom's favorite color. I don't know when that one at home will bloom. Or flower, not color. What's the color for a flower? But I thought her flavor flower is Persia, right? Or Persia? Anyway, I'm not sure now. Let me see what treasure inside. Oh, it's just trash, isn't it? It's just garbage. It's all waste paper. Nothing interesting. You're finally back. Me on the other side. Where have you been recently? Oh, there's a reflection, by the way. That's funny, because when you were stuck in the time loop, when you look in the mirror, I made a joke how like the developer was actually saving on resources to not show the reflection, but actually there's a lore reason for it. Isn't that funny? It's political commentary. No, it's not political commentary. I don't know about that. It's a notebook. Open it? Sure. Nothing inside seems empty. Nothing written. I mean, yeah, this was yeah, because when we were in that, I don't know if we are still in that world, by the way, but this seems to be the same world or the same room we saw in that world when we went through into mom's room or whatever. I mean, it's like literally mom's room, or like a childhood room. So I assume we're technically in a different house or something, maybe. Not sure. Nowhere else to go. Many old clothes and stuff. Yeah, same as always. All right, time to sleep. Close your eyes, you'll be alright. No. Anyway. Oh. Yep. Why leave her here? She's not going to do you any good. And you're still not as whole now. Come back to me and become one of the other part of you. Belong to me. Come on. Kaka! Nope, just teleports behind me. Nothing personnel. What are you doing? Is this your answer to me? I won't give up. It doesn't mean the end, but the start. Okay. Hey, it's me. You know, the little white player character. It's always around. Okay, thank you. Ending CG? No. Exit the game? Alright. What? This is the world in another time. They're all the same. It's like time goes back to where it started. Will you choose to go back to the past? To play the shitty games that suck ass? No, okay. Huh. I'm just left really confused. I guess she wakes up? Okay. I can't go up, it seems. Can't really go up. Is she just there now? Oh, what's she doing? Oh no. I have no control over her. She's doing whatever she wants to do. Crazy. And she just leaves, okay? She's gone now? Alright. I'm not entirely sure what this means. It's so confusing. Because that kind of implies that maybe she did... Like, did we change... I have two interpretations. Either we actually did change the timeline and she did survive and did not get killed by the red-haired uncle, which I guess is our dad, by the way, and got consumed by like a weird cult that like possessed his body or something and became like a serial killer, or we're actually still stuck in our own world technically, and we never left, and all of the endings were just illusions of us, you know, thinking that we left, but it was never real. So instead of escaping, because, you know, she's already dead, we gave her like a nice illusion instead, where she isn't actually stuck in a weird time loop and have to suffer all the time. But I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. Because if you talk to this crow here, it just says, yeah, this just goes back to the very beginning, I guess. And then you can like restart from all the way from the very beginning or whatever. I'm not sure if that's... I don't know. She calls any man uncle. I think, yeah, uncle, I think it's just a translation thing. I know I think in Japanese, I think Korean too, they use like very similar terms for like, you know, like brother, uncle, sister, or whatever, aunt, but they don't literally mean, you know, uncle, you know. It's more like a way to reference like a stranger or whatever, an older male adult, you know, uncle. That's why she mentions the red hair uncle, but I think that's the idea, right? She thinks it's a stranger, but actually it's actually her father or something like that. Oji-san? I don't know. I know Oni-san, you know, sometimes is used again, you know, for like people who are not actually your brother, but like just a young adult or whatever, or young male adult. Anyway, ending CG. And that's the exit. Is there anything after this? I'm just kind of like rambling at this point, but I'm not really sure at this point. If I can go back. I have some other codes I can like maybe use. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything else. It seems that's it. I think that's it. That's the end of the game. I think I can go back, but like I think that's the true ending. I don't think there's anything else as far as I know. That's the CG right there. Yeah, that's one of the CGs anyway. And the other CG is this one, I guess. Yeah, and that's the ending that we got just now. I can exit the game, but I kind of don't want to exit the game. And it says here, like, go back to all the way to the beginning. I kind of don't want to, though. That sounds like bad. You know, I don't want to go all because it might reset all my progress somehow. All the same. The time goes back to where it started. So that, I feel like this implication is like it like resets time all the way back to the very beginning. Well, what happens if I just exit? I'm gonna exit the game. I'm assuming that closes the game. Yep, that closes the game. And what if I reopen it? I'm just wondering if there's any extra little secrets I can find. Maybe. No? Okay, it just goes back here. And and she's just, you know, she's like living her life. I don't know. Is it like, again, it's hard to tell. Is it like, did we actually change the timeline? Or is it she's still stuck in her own soul? Or whatever. I'm not sure. I feel like it's a little ambiguous. Or it could be like, maybe, rather, well, maybe it's like either like up for interpretation, or maybe it's because of the translation, you know. Maybe the translation made it a little bit ambiguous, but it actually is, there's like a clear answer, you know. I mean, obviously you hope that she actually did like escape, you know, somehow, like the crow or whatever. Maybe the crow is like our own what's the word, the crow is our representation of the player, right? Like we're the crow and we're kind of like a baby version of the demon, and maybe we have some like time manipulation power, so maybe we did actually change the timeline, you know. That's what you hope anyway, you know. That's the good ending anyway, you know. But then again, the red hair guy, which is, you know, her dad, is still kind of like a weird demon zombie thing that tries to kill people. So I don't know where he goes, like where he ends up. But anything else? Walk around. She's just like writing her diary. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna exit the game again, see if that changes anything. Every time I open the game, by the way, is it like a error message that pops up? I'm not sure what that is. I think it says like I'm missing a font or something. It's in Chinese though. No, okay, that's it. I don't think there's anything else, unless maybe it's randomized. But I don't think. Oh wait, what? Oh, actually, no. Time does pass. Crazy. The heck? What's going on here now? Just like I'm assuming daily life, I guess. You know, nothing too shocking or anything. Just like. Just hang out with her mom. They're like talking. She's like, actually, I think those are crayons. So maybe she's drawing. You know, she's not like writing in her journal. She's just drawing a picture, I guess. And then, bye, mom. All right. Yeah, some parts of the game, I think it's mostly the rough translation. I wouldn't say the game itself. I actually would say the game is programmed quite well, actually. You know, it's probably because this is the final version of the game itself. You know, again, I mentioned before how there's like 3 versions of this game. The first and second one. The first one, I think, was like a lot shorter. This one is definitely better programmed, I think, you know? Everything kind of like fits together and everything. I didn't feel like I ever had a problem with the gameplay itself. But, you know, it's not like meant to be like an action game or anything, but it's just a translation. The only thing about it is just the translation is kind of weird because it's not translated by like a native English speaker. Alright, I'm gonna see what happens next. What if I close the game again and see if time passes again? I don't know, I'm just interested to see if there's anything else. Probably nothing, you know, again, mind-blowing, but there you go. Yeah, time passes. She just like lives in my computer, by the way. Hey, bully. Don't want to spoil, but there's one more spoil. Oh, there is? Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. Because I think there's that code I haven't used yet, right? But I want to wait on that. I don't want to reset the game yet because I feel like if I reset the game, I'll miss this. But yeah. Yeah, I mentioned before because I saw the I didn't notice it at the time, but when I said 851216, I guess that code appeared in 2 places actually. Because there's the one that flashed really quickly, and as it turns out, I guess that's the same code as the one I saw before in another cutscene, and it was very like obvious what the number was. You know, that's why I wrote it down. Anyway, she's like, I guess reading a book. How nice. I don't want to read. No, I feel like if I reset, I'll lose the nice ending. You know, where everything is great and nothing bad is happening. Oh, and she's not here anymore. I wonder where she is. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe she's just hanging out somewhere else. It's like in the real world now. I mean, you hope she is in the real world, right? Browsing my files, you know? What do you mean? Is it gonna hack my computer or something? Hopefully not. I don't know if this game's gonna get that meta. I mean, so far we haven't had to like do any kind of like meta things. I broke the fourth wall a little bit, you know, in terms of like symbolically anyway. Like how like the player is kind of like trying to save her and whatnot, but not too directly. She's mining Bitcoin. Oh, she's jumping on the bed. Good. Didn't I say before you're gonna bump your head, you know, just like the monkeys, don't you know? That's what they say anyway. Anyway, I mean, this kind of reminds me of another game, and it's a very big spoiler actually to mention this other game. But let's just say there's another game that is very similar actually. It breaks the fourth wall a lot more, but it has a very similar ending where, you know, there's an NPC in the game that kind of like, the idea is that they just live on and you get to just watch them, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess. Alright, good. Good for you. Anything else? I guess it's just randomized. How many scenes are there? I'm assuming it loops eventually. I'm just curious. Does it start with D? Well, don't spoil it. Shh, don't spoil it. Anyway, I mean, it's kind of an old game at this point, but... Well, yeah, I mean, this is animation I've seen before, so I'm assuming this is the same. I'm assuming there's like looping animations. Eventually, it just kind of loops and just plays the same animations over and over. I'll do it one more time just to see, because it could be just random, but maybe there's like one more thing I missed or something. It's not super important. It's just nice to see her like just have a good time, you know, and not be dead. And yeah, that's it. I don't know. There's anything else. Oh, okay. I don't know. She goes in the room. Now what? It's kind of like walk around. Look at that flower. Smell the flower. It's nice. It smells nice. Look out the window. Actually, I think actually this is the animation I've seen before actually. I heard that noise of the door opening and all that, but that was on the other side. And yeah, he just looks out the window and, you know, and then probably like it loops, I think. Most likely. I could be missing some animations, but I think the idea is that she just lives her life now. and like in this dimension. I guess the idea, like, if you go over here though, it kind of resets. I guess the idea is you're jumping back to another dimension where everything is back to like the way it was in the very beginning of the game. Oh, and that noise again? Oh, I guess she left. She just leaves. All right. Anyway. All right. I mean, let's see. There's that one code that I don't know if it does anything, but I guess we'll see. I hope. Well, it probably resets everything. I kind of wish it doesn't reset everything, but time to go back to the past. If you choose to go to the world another time, then you can't come back here. Yeah. Well, I want to see. I want to see what happens if I use that code. It probably might not do anything, but oh, and it closes the game again at the restart. All right. I'm assuming he just deletes the save data. Let's see the star. You know, we never actually see the main menu for so long, and it's just her and the crow. She's so smug. I feel like. All right, let's see if it does anything. If it doesn't do anything, then maybe I don't know. Then I don't know what I do then. I'll just end it, I guess. End the game. Yeah, head hurts. Where is it? Yeah, we saw this scene before in one of the endings. We're outside. Hey, Mum. Thanks, Mum. Alright, it's the first loop. You get some tutorial controls. Great. And here's the box. I'm curious though. There's actually like little shadow there. There's actually an achievement, I think, that involves flushing the toilet, I think. You know, just looking at the achievement, it says here, you seem to be addicted, and it's a picture of a toilet. So, I mean, maybe if I flush the toilet multiple times, I get an achievement, maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's very important to the game, but I could do that. Ah, yes. Toilet sounds. Amazing gameplay. There you go. I got the achievement. All right. You can't see it, but it's on the bottom right of my screen. It just says, "You seem to be addicted." It's a picture of a toilet. I don't know if it's not very important at all. Just a little Easter egg. All right, let's see here. I mean, I could enter the code of the plant as well. You know, maybe get the ending right away. You know, the true ending right away. Let's see. 1, 6. Mom is going out. She'll stay home as well. Don't run outside. Okay, Mom. Okay. Okay, I think that's all that does is just okay, that code, I think all it does is just advances the story to the point where it just goes here, I think. So, okay, it's just kind of like a checkpoint if you want to skip that section, if I had to guess. Except reincarnation, strange things happen. So that's what I was wondering. Yeah, maybe that's related to the butterfly. You talk to other secrets. Wait, what? I have no other secrets. What? Can't you find where reincarnation is? It's hidden outside. Alright. So, in order to get one more secret ending of the game, as said here, you know, apparently there's something called reincarnation that's hidden outside. So, I mean, obviously, you know, you just need to go to your game files. So I'll just show it real quick right here. And don't make the same mistake that I did. You see this reincarnation file. Don't drag it to the delete command accidentally, because that's actually what I did. So this is actually take 2 of me getting back to this part. Because apparently the delete command actually deletes your main save, and therefore you have to restart from the very beginning. I think, now that I think about it, it's probably maybe the command related to the reset button, you know, that you see at the last ending that I got. But anyway, so you see this reincarnation file. You can delete it. I'm just gonna like just move it to my desktop or something. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So there you go. It's gone. So now you just reset the game. Like so. And relaunch it again. And then you end up with this little scene here. So it's a little creepy. I guess the idea is that if you delete reincarnation, the game literally can't like, you know, execute the game again. Maybe something to do with that. Like reincarnation, I wonder if it's like a translation thing where it's not literally reincarnation. It could be like something else, like restoration or something. But it makes the world work, I guess, is the idea. And so the game doesn't work anymore unless you put it back in, I guess. I wonder if like any kind of file would work. I'm not sure. We can actually kind of break the entire game. You may have to like reinstall or something, but instead of like completely deleting it, I just moved it to my desktop. I put it back, reopened the game. And if you notice, by the way, I didn't mention it, but in the bottom right, there was a bunch of blinking numbers. It said 8888, you know? So I guess that's the password for the lounge. And maybe you could have got that password from all the other hints, maybe, but definitely wouldn't have got that unless, that's funny. Just like transforms different NPCs. But I definitely wouldn't have got that password unless I got that little hint, I guess. And even that hint was a little vague. But anyway, so we go over here. I think, yeah, you press this button again. I think I did this before, but I didn't have the password. Now that I do, maybe we can actually input it. What happens when I put it in? I guess we'll see, because I have no idea. Let's go inside. Okay. See a few trees in this void. There's this guy again. Finally, I find you. Oh, long time no see. Okay. What brought you here? How are you doing over there? Nothing great. It's dark and boring. Not even a plaything. Some kind of creature under the lake, I guess, or something? When did you start wearing this weird mask? It has nothing to do with you. What do you find me for? What do you find me for? Or what do you find for me? Or I don't know. I found a way to let you out. Copy. Oh, then tell me, how can I get out of here? This boring place. Don't worry. Time is not up yet. I've already prepared. But I have a condition that you have to give. Yeah, a condition to give me something when you get out. Or, yeah. My condition is that you give me something when you get out. As a reward. What do you want from me? I'll tell you later. It seems that something else ran in. What? Okay. And then they close the game, alright? I guess that's it. Is there anything else that happens, I wonder? I assume we just go back to the void. Nothing else happens, I guess. I guess you can go back to that room, but I'm not sure if that does anything. It's just a little Easter egg, I guess. Where the demon, you know, I always call them a demon. Because they make a deal and everything, but... yeah, it just allows you to go back in, I assume, but I don't think it would do anything extra. I could check, though. I'm gonna check one more time. Probably cut this part from YouTube. Oh, actually, no, okay. I was gonna say, you know, if it was a repeat, then I would just cut it part from YouTube. But actually, yeah, it's just nothing. That's funny. A dead cat is inside. A strange device is also placed next to it. Anything in here? It's an empty box. It's a dead cat and a device next to it. Oh, is it like, I think I just got Schrodinger's cat or whatever? I don't know if that's just a reference or Does it mean anything? I don't know. Not sure. I mean, I guess that's it. Nothing else. Um. So all right. I mean, I guess that's it. I think I found as much as I can. I don't know if there's any other secrets you can unravel with this little game, but otherwise, I think I've explored as much as I can. Got all the achievements, got all the endings, and yeah. I mean, let me just say my final thoughts. I guess. It was interesting. I guess. Well, I'm trying to understand the story. It's a little hard because of the translation, but I think basically, in the beginning, there was a mom and a dad and their daughter. The dad somehow got involved in some weird cult ritual, I assume, and then tried to like sacrifice his own daughter, I guess. She survived though, and the mom took her away and then, lived in another place and everything. Eventually, though, the dad came looking for her, and I think maybe he has some kind of wish or something. We don't delve too much into his story necessarily, but I assume he got possessed by that same demon that we see all the time. The crow beak, I guess. I assume a crow beak, or like a plague doctor mask anyway. And so he got possessed. I'm assuming because his body's all pale, he's already dead, right? So as I said before, kind of like a zombie. Chased after the little girl when the mom wasn't home, and then killed her, right? And that kind of starts off the events of the game, which is the first part, which includes a little time loop, right? And well, I mean, a little bit before that, I mean, she was stuck in the time loop in the first place because when she died, her soul got stuck in this white forest, which I assume is kind of like a limbo-esque kind of dimension. And then the demon made a deal with her, kind of tricked her into saying like, oh, he'll grant her her wish if she gives something to him, and that's why she gets transported into that little world, which maybe is kind of like an illusion, obviously, based on her memories. And again, the demon tricks her into giving a part of her soul to the demon. I mean, I don't know why the demon wants to do that necessarily. Maybe it has something to do with the scene we just saw involving that little secret ending, maybe, where he's trying to revive this obviously like evil god or something. Maybe he has to do it in such like a very certain way, or a very specific way rather, in order to do that, but not sure. But it's implied that in between the father finding his daughter, he's been killing a bunch of kids, I guess, as well, or people in general, in order to gather parts of their soul and maybe turn them into like murder zombies as well. I'm not sure. That part is left a little ambiguous, I feel like, a little vague, but yeah. But of course, part of her father's spirit still exists, I guess, as part of like a little like red butterfly. He snuck into her world and then basically tried to save her, I imagine as well, to like make up for, trying to just, I assume, sacrifice into like a weird ritual. I don't know, something like that. And yeah, and that leads to one of the endings, because she regains some of her consciousness back. She can like, make different decisions based on the player, right? One of the decisions just kind of just like leads her to like trusting the blonde hair girl, which is obviously just a representation of the demons, I assume. Maybe not specifically the particular demon that we interact with, but maybe one of his underlings. I'm not sure. Like he used the word like black bean, which again I wonder if it's a weird translation, but maybe he's like one of his like maybe children. I don't know. Maybe he uses like the souls that he like gets from other children, in the real world to like transform them into other demons. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But I assume that's what he does. So if you trust the demon, then eventually she wakes up in the body of her father, which a little confusing, but maybe has something to do with the fact that her father's soul, was embedded in her to revive her, and that's why if she just like does nothing, then she just ends up waking up in her father's soul to take his place, basically, as a puppet of the demon, forced to like kill people, I imagine. So that's kind of like a bad ending, I assume. Maybe maybe like interpreted through that little TV screen. Maybe she just continues to just kill people or something. I'm not entirely sure. Something like that. Again, very vague. Of course, the other endings, obviously, where you defy the demon and try to escape. Basically, you get out of the world, you go through the limbo white forest area, and you try to escape through that door. Depending on what you do, you actually, I imagine, I try to think about it, but yeah, I think what happens is that she reincarnates. You see the little pink butterfly at the ending screens? So I assume she comes back to the real world as a butterfly. Even though you see a little glimpse of her like reuniting with her mother, that's probably just her imagination. You know, it's a little bittersweet, but I think that she doesn't really like revive. She just reincarnates as like a little butterfly, and it's very sad. You know, if I think if she gets damaged in that world, you know, in the white forest limbo world, either by interacting with the purple NPC or using the dagger on herself, she reincarnates, but she reincarnates imperfectly, and then she dies immediately after. You know, that's why you hear the I remember because I off screen I actually like get back to the part where, you know, I get to lounge and everything to get the secret ending. I remember that ending. You actually hear running water, you know, as she goes through the door or something like that. So I think it has to do with the fact that she drowned, you know, as a butterfly, which again, very sad. But obviously, if she doesn't get damaged though, she gets a slightly happier ending where you actually see the butterfly fly off, and the little message that you get before, you know, she completely goes through the door is she mentions like her arms turning to wings, right? So I was thinking it has something to do with her father or something, because her father sometimes took the form of a butterfly, but I think she literally, you know, her soul became like a butterfly, I think, and that's how she reincarnates. So I think it was like very literal actually. So again, very bittersweet, that ending. And of course the last ending that we got, which is quite, you know, quite the drastic change, I would say, is when she actually kind of confronts her past. You know, we see what actually happened during that day. You know, it's how we learn that her father attacked her and everything. You know, I mean, I don't think she knew that it was her father, but that's what we learned anyway. And we actually changed the past somehow, where she survives, you know, and her mother like escapes with her again. She goes, I assume, back to like childhood home. She mentions like her mother's room is like where she lived before, so I guess she went back to like her old home or something, and then she just lives the rest of her life, you know, in peace, I guess. And I'm not sure how to interpret it. I said before, like maybe it has something to do with time travel, or maybe it is still in her head or something. Maybe it has something to do with the crow as well. You see the crow right here, by the way. It acts as like a little save point. We always see the crow like around, right? I'm assuming it has something to do with maybe it's one of the underlings of the demons, but this crow, you know, this crow demon actually defied that demon. You know, maybe it's the one with the top hat as well. We saw like again the last ending, sometimes like a character with like a top hat. Maybe that's also a representation of that crow. I'm not entirely sure. You know, did we see the guy with the top hat and the crow in the same place at the same time? I'm not sure. But I'm assuming in that ending, the crow actually decided to actually save her instead of just, you know, just watching, and therefore changed her fate, I assume. I mean, you like to think, no, she got a happy ending, right? We actually did change her fate. I mean, that's all you can hope, I guess. I mean, it seems that way, you know, because she did seem to like be able to go and come as she pleases, right? She just can leave the room whenever she wants. So I assume she didn't actually live in that world. You know, she actually did survive. But I'm not sure, you know, because I don't know how that would work. You know, unless again, maybe the crow had like part of the, you know, the demon powers is actually to be able to manipulate fate or something. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, but those are my interpretations of the ending and the story, I guess. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little things I feel like is still a little bit confusing. I think it has a lot to do with the translation, you know. It's just a little rough, I feel like. I imagine the developer is not a native English speaker, and so, you know, that's why the script is a little weird at times, a little stilted, the grammar is a little bit wrong, I feel like, and a little bit inconsistent, right? They sometimes use different terms for the same thing as well. You know, I feel like this experience the game definitely would be more enjoyable if it was proofread by like a real, you know, professional translator. But, you know, oh well. I mean, it's a free game for the most part. Which leads me to say as well, you know, the game also feels like definitely kind of like a compilation, right? Of like a few different parts. Especially in the first game, you know, had like a time loop mechanic and this, and then not the first game. Well, I mean the first game, but like the first part of the game rather. I mean, it's kind of like the arcs, you know, are very different from each other, right? So it starts out like a time loop, and then it kind of just transitions to like this kind of weird like little puzzle game, and then, you know, and then chase sequences, you know, and the QTEs. It kind of changes it up a lot, I guess, you know, as it proceeds, which is fine. It's not like a bad or a good thing, but definitely noticeable. So it's definitely probably again, because the first game initially was kind of like just the first part, and then the second game, probably encompasses the whole like, I'm thinking maybe the hide and seek part, when we talk to the blonde girl, I imagine, and then maybe later on the final part, Home Alone the final, which is the version I'm playing, or that I played anyway, added a whole bunch of other elements. Maybe I'm not entirely sure what the differences are though. I would have to play the first and second game, but that's fine. I think just playing the final version, I think is good enough for me. But yeah, a little bit the design is a little inconsistent, but I think overall though it's programmed very well. However, I did enjoy the experience. I don't think I ever felt like I was super frustrated at any part. It did flow very well. I think just the general like playthrough. I would say getting the secret ending though, I mean, it's mostly my fault, but I accidentally deleted the game file and had to like restart from the very beginning. But either way, you had to restart anyway, I feel like, in order to get that little secret ending, unless you knew about it before you even like, played. But, that would be kind of spoilers, I feel like, if you already just looked it up already. But yeah, the secret ending is a little bit hard to get. But, it's just a little Easter egg anyway. It's very optional, so you don't need to get it anyway. But yeah. Well, there you go. I think overall, At Home Alone, very interesting. I would say very interesting. Very interesting little horror game. Has a lot of interesting little mechanics, interesting little ideas, I guess. And the only thing holding it back was I wish like an actual professional translator would actually like look over the game if possible. I don't know if they have access to the script, but if they were able to do that, that'd be great. But that's just wishful thinking, I guess. It is a free game, right? So overall, you can't complain. Anyway. But there you go. That's my time with At Home Alone Final. If you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also play other games on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. I play plenty of little indie horror games, so definitely look for those if you want. I have like a playlist of those kind of games. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.